week. What is packing with you, YouTube? Welcome back to The Pack is Back. Yes, I changed the name of the channel to The Pack is Back. Um, and here we are again with another installation of Moving the Chains with BMac and KHTV, man. How you been, man? How you been, man? I know uh, a lot has happened or transpired with a lot of things going on in the NFL. You know, not too much, but in particular to the Green Bay Packers, but just in general around the league, there's been a lot of things going on. But yeah, man, how you been, man? How you been, B Mac?
Not much, man. Nothing's, seems like we breezing through another uh uh month, you know what I mean? It seems like, 2 weeks, nothing's really gone shocking, nothing like no shocking news for the Packers since the two free agents we got. Um, yeah, just a lot of interesting news lately going all around in the league. And so happy to be back on here, chuck it up with some pack. Let's get into these Green Bay Packers, man.
All right, man. I was well, I'm still working on a video uh on Jordan Love. When he was on the Pivot podcast, he said a
Mm.
lot of interesting things. I don't know if you caught that. That
Yeah, I saw. I didn't watch it yet, but I saw it on YouTube and Twitter and stuff.
Okay. Then I'll wait. I'll wait till you watch it. He said a lot of
Well, what
things, man.
happened?
No,
Great
he just
things
said
or
it.
bad things?
No, he said a lot of great things. Things
Oh,
you will want your starting quarterback to say. Um,
mm,
just going through like the history, his past, and getting over
mm,
things that he had to deal with in life, and uh, being a two-star recruit and trying to figure
mm.
it all out once he got
In
uh,
college.
yeah, going through the whole
Oh, I got you.
situation, and
Oh,
playing behind Aaron, and how he had to grow from that and learn from that.
mm. That's matter of fact, him and Rogers was recently. I think this past weekend was at a charity football event. Him and
Yeah,
Rogers
yeah, I
together.
seen that.
Yeah. There was a picture of them too. So
Yeah, I seen that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
But we'll talk about that next live. I want you to kind of soak it all in, because I didn't I watched it probably about 5 or 6 times already.
Yeah,
Um, just breaking things down and just seeing where you're
yeah.
coming from mentally. But
That's good.
not
That's
only
good.
did Jordan Love have an interview, of course, Goot was it. He was at the owners meeting, right?
Yeah. I think he spoke.
Yeah, he did speak. Did you catch that interview?
No, I didn't watch that yet, but I
Uh,
I just I was pretty busy today, so
oh,
I just saw some clips and stuff.
well, he broke down the reasons why we didn't keep Aaron Jones on the team. Uh, basically, he stated that they tried to make it work, and once they seen that if there was no potential of him coming back with negotiations breaking down, their next move was to go get Josh Jacobs once he became available in free agency.
Mm,
Um, One of the biggest things that he did mention was uh, the cap hit next year if they would have kept Aaron Jones, knowing that they would have had to probably move some money into next year, which probably would have put Aaron Jones at maybe $30 million against the cap. We would have had to
yeah.
pay a running back. And Goot just was like, I can't afford to have $30 to $45 million with two running backs, where that money could have went somewhere else to aid another position. You know what I mean? Um, so uh, I know a lot of Packer fans are still upset about that situation, not being able to keep Aaron Jones on the team. But when you're looking at it from a business point, business looking at it from a business point of view, um, it makes sense to, you know, let Aaron Jones walk. Um, like I said, they did have an offer on the table for AJ Dillon, which was a qualifying offer, meaning,
Mm-hmm.
look, this is how much we got. Hey, if you want to come play with us, this is how much money we're gonna pay you. But you
Mm-hmm.
free to go. You free to go into free agency and see if you could get some more money. Obviously, AJ Dillon wants to remain loyal to the team, and Goop was kind of shocked that AJ Dillon came back uh, to sign with the team. You know,
Mm-hmm.
which that lets that showed Goop that AJ Dillon was willing to be a team player uh,
Mm-hmm.
and stick around and help this team get better. Um,
That's good.
I mean, what's your take on the whole Aaron Jones thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's being a dead horse now. You know, what I mean, it's over. You know, like I said, I didn't like it personally for the various reasons, but look, you know, it's a business. You know, it's not the player, it's the organization, it's the G on the helmet. G on the helmet comes first. Players come and go. G on the helmet will stay on for ever. So, look, you know, it was Jones. Uh, screw him now because he's a Viking. So, have fun ordeal. With Sammy D. Being now no 2-15, whatever. And like I said, former Packers go to the Vikings for their careers to die. And one thing I must say about that is say is that Aaron Jones, it seems like he's starting to get onto his internet pettiness. He's taking some shots at the Packers and like being, I think he tweets something about, oh well, they didn't come to me about some. I don't know. Like it seems like he's being a little bit petty, and I think we have another Greg Jennings on our hands again. I'm sorry, but what is these Packer people like? What is these Vikings taking our players, man? Like Zadarius Smith and Brett Favre and Greg Jennings and Aaron Jones and I mean, I won't be shocked
Dean
if,
Lowry.
yeah, I mean, don't be shocked if the next year former Green Bay Packer quarterback goes over there next. I don't know, man.
Um, it has to do with talent. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And one of the best things you can't do uh, as an organization, especially when you're playing within a division where a team that just keep constantly dominating and dominating and dominating and dominating year after year, uh, you gotta figure out a way to beat them. And sometimes that might take that. Sometimes you might have to take a former player from their team just to figure out how to beat them.
Yeah, players
Interesting
who
you
are
say that.
old and washed.
Interesting you say that
Yeah.
because Sauce Gardner for the New York Jets, he ran
Uh-huh.
into a situation. Well, the Jets ran into a situation when they brought Miko Hardman from the Kansas City Chiefs there,
Uh-huh.
um, and they just said that Sauce Gardner said he caused a lot of issues in the locker room. They
Uh,
thought that he was uh,
yeah, I saw that he was on the saw no, Miko was on the pivot, by exposing the Jets
yeah, exposing the Jets.
organization.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah, Sauce responded on the pivot too. And he didn't really say, like, he just like had some, like, he didn't really like clap back. He just like, you know
yeah. He trying to
I
keep
mean,
it.
he couldn't say nothing because Nico Hallman kept caught the game winning touchdown to win the Super Bowl. So, and I
Whatever.
mean
I
I mean
mean, when
a
it
lot of
comes
people
down
gonna
to
look.
airing out what another organization is doing, it just seemed kind of tacky to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, man, it didn't work out with the Jets. Of course, Aaron Rodgers was hurt. Um, of course, Zach Wilson ain't the greatest quarterback, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, that you have to play with. But to just, you know, okay, Miko Hardman, they picked you up for a reason to bring in that championship vibe, to
mm,
bring in the championship experience. Okay, the year didn't go right. You should be lucky that the Kansas City Chiefs took your ass back. You
yeah.
should be thankful that
And
they took your ass back.
right now he's a free
A
agent.
free
Like, no
agent,
one, yeah.
exactly,
Like, and he caught the game winning touchdown. Like he's supposed to be our dad. Then why nobody's picking him up? Or
exactly,
why the Chiefs easily ain't, why the Chiefs easy not, bring it back for like a 1 year deal? You know what I mean? So that shows you
exactly.
something. I mean, he wasn't, like I said, man. He wasn't a great player. He rolled off the hands of Mahomes and Reed and Kelsey. You know what I
I,
mean?
I
Like,
I know, but that's beside the point. The main point is that
the Jets
yeah,
did what you wanted you to do. They trade you back to you old team. You won a Super Bowl. Leave it at that. You know what I mean? You don't need to,
right,
put salt in the wound and kick an organization while they already
right,
hurt. You know what I mean?
right.
But
So, but in the case of former players of the Green Bay Packers going to teams in our division, the good thing with McCole Hardman was that he went to a team that wasn't in his division. That was in a
yeah,
conference, but they
yeah, but not
wasn't
in
in
the
the
division.
division. Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
the Packers will never take a player back that, well, I don't know if they ever did, took a player back that went to a different team in the division and then said, oh well, yeah, come on back. Only time I seen them do that was when they were, honoring a player like Brett Favre, who went to the Vikings, and they still put him in the Packer ring, Hall of Fame or whatever.
Yeah, but
Uh,
Favre was different. Favre was one of the franchise greats. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So,
Of
I
course.
get why they do it. Jones is not one of. I mean, he's. I mean, he was a great player, but he's not one of the franchise. All time great. So, the doing. So, but yeah, but yeah, it's just weird. I just think, and it's not just that. I just hope this Aaron Jones thing won't like be like a Greg Jennings thing. Like, he goes on the media now and badmouth the Packers for not doing
I'm pretty
right.
sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that. I
You
mean,
know what I mean? Or he criticized Jordan Love now and saying that Jordan Love wasn't a leader or something like that. And I don't know.
of course, we, of course, it's Jordan Love's first year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it might be something to it with him saying that, because there's you know uh, uh things going around in the news that's saying that Jordan Love was in the recruiting process of bringing Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs to the team.
Yeah,
So
that's what they said. Josh Jacobs and McKinnon said.
so Aaron Jones might feel some type of way
Mhm.
behind what's being put out there in the media, behind Jacobs and Xavier McKinney.
But it seems like Jones is not that type of dude that just runs his mouth. Seems like Jones is
You got to
nice.
understand something. You got to
Yeah.
understand something when you leave a team that you really wanted to be a part of. I mean,
Hmm.
he's scoring touchdowns and pulling out the Green Bay chain. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you're
Yeah.
doing stuff like that and you're getting so much love from the fan base, all across the world, and you have a sense of the organization wanting you because they you think that you're somebody that they need, and
Mm.
when you start looking at the money and the availability and the production of what Aaron Jones has been declining in year after year after year after year. And like I said, we've seen you beat the Cowboys. We've seen you do that. We've seen you beat the Bears, you know? We've seen you beat all these other teams, but when it comes to beating the 49ers,
You fumble,
you're
or
fumbling,
you don't run out of bounds when you have
yeah, you're running,
when
looking
you
behind. In
you
the
know.
previous game, you wasn't even doing none of that shit. In the Cowboys game,
Yeah,
you
I
was
get you.
running with your head on fire. But when you get into the you get it, you as soon as you start playing against the 49ers, you want to start doing all this weird shit on the field where it's just like, yo, bro, just run. Why are you running looking behind you, bro? Like not getting out of bounds, just doing
Yeah,
uncharacteristic stuff that you didn't do the previous week.
the
It's
fumble
just
against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
yeah, it's just like as soon as we start getting deeper and deeper into a playoff run, that's when you start seeing
It's
them.
uncharacteristic shit that we haven't
Yeah,
seen from him before. Yeah,
you start seeing a bad Aaron. I'm not gonna say a bad football player. You just start seeing like, damn, he making these mistakes now.
yeah.
Just
But
seem kind
but
of weird.
against the Cowboys and against these other teams, he wasn't doing that. He
Yeah,
was
he wasn't doing that.
Jones, prime Jones. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah, man. Like you said, man, it was it's over. He's gone.
and
You
then the
know.
cap. Goot is really trying to stay
Yeah.
under the cap, and to have
Yeah.
$45 million going into next year as your with your backfield is just a little. It's a bit too much, especially with the trend of running backs in the NFL nowadays. Like
Yeah.
nobody really trying to pay that position because
Yeah.
it's a passing league. You got Alvin Kamara, who had more passing yards than he had rushing yards last year for the Saints.
And running backs, once they get to 28, 29, man, they hit their peak.
Yeah, they start
You know what I mean?
unless you like a Derrick Henry, just a
Yeah.
big body that's just that could take the pounding all season long and
Yeah.
be reliable when you need
Yeah.
him to be. But yeah, man, Aaron Jones. Um, all I can say to you, man, is bring your A game next year. I would be looking forward to you
Yeah.
facing off against us, and I will be at I will be in Lambeau when the Vikings face off against the Green Bay Packers.
God,
That
you
is
so
the
lucky.
game. That is the game I'm going to go to. I really want. I really want to go. I really want to see the Lions and the Packers, but I'll say that
Uh,
for the trip. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see the Vikings face off against the Green Bay Packers. But yeah, Goo also brought up some other things in his interview pertaining to the linebacker position. Bringing back Wilson. What's his name? Eric Wilson.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. That one. Yeah.
bringing back Eric Wilson. Um, Isaiah McDuffie, I think Goot is really, really high on him. And I think we have another linebacker. I can't think of his name right now. Hold on, let me look it up. Green Bay Packer linebackers. Let me go to search while we here. Let's see. Green Bay Packer linebackers. Uh, All right. Okay. Christian Welch. That's his name. That's what I was looking for. Christian Welch. He got re-signed. I don't know if those were halfly halfly wanted those guys, but mainly mainly special teams, kickoff return, punt return. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why Goot decided to bring those guys back. I'm pretty sure that there will be a linebacker drafted, or there might be a safety drafted that we might convert into a linebacker. Goop mentioned that he likes all of his players to be versatile
Mhm.
players that could do more than one thing, and that's why I think we might draft Tyler Nubin. There might be a huge. We might draft Tyler Nubin. Just watching his film, he's
Yeah.
a guy that could come and play down in the box. He could play linebacker. He's pretty much close to a linebacker size, but he's a safety.
Hmm.
Um, that might be the reason why we brought back Keyshawn Nixon. Well, Halfley wanted Keyshawn, which we about to segue into right now. Uh, what's up, Big Nate? Um, Halfley wanted Keyshawn Nixon. He said he wants a versatile uh, secondary, one that has speed. Um, TR in the building, um, and of course you got to have an All Pro, right? You need an
Yeah.
All Pro, two-time All Pro. Hey, you can't let nothing like that go where a guy could just break a play open. Like a lot of people talk about, oh yeah, if he would have returned that kick against the 49ers, but he fumbled. He
Yeah.
fumbled the ball. Like, okay, it was a great run, but it could have cost us.
Yeah.
It could have cost us big time. So, but I get it though. You can't let an all pro get out of your hands. But yeah, I mean, Goop brought up those three things that I thought was the most interesting to me. He talked a little bit about uh, Jordan Love's contract,
Hmm.
basically saying that there's speculation and a lot of shit on social media saying, oh, he's gonna get 50 million a year. We don't know the
Hmm.
numbers yet. We don't, that's just speculation at this point. We don't know the numbers yet on Jordan Love's contract. Of course, that's between Goot and the agent, but Goot said he did want to get the deal done sooner than later. I don't know how soon that will be, but you know, it's just say it is 50 million. Let's just say it is 50 million. Do you think you think that's a bit too much?
I don't want to
Now, me, I
say
don't care about the money. Me personally, get your money. If they gonna pay you the 50, take the 50. I don't care about the money. But I mean, I don't know. You
yeah,
may feel
no,
differently about it.
no, no. First of all, it's not on money. All right, at the end of the day, it's not on money. It's his money. It's the organization's money. You know what I mean? We have no right to say, oh, well, he's taking all the money, he's taking all the cap, because again, as long as us people still have our personal money in our account, we shouldn't be complaining about anything
Right.
about what something is that's out of our control. So I kind of hate that us fans, you know, question people getting their money like they know, or what they or like they think, what I mean, or like they like know what's best, what I mean, like you don't know what's best, like you're
Right.
just a fan, right? I mean, that's all we are, this fans that root for the team. So but as far as him getting 50 million, I mean, we don't know what to feel like. I don't know, like
Me personally,
it will be weird, but I mean, like 50 million for a guy that had one good half year last year in his first year I mean, yeah, I mean, because one good half year last year and back into the season as the first year as a starter. I mean, I don't mind him getting an extension, but I think you got to cut it down a little bit, because you don't want to. I mean, 50 million, that will be an overpay. Like, would you agree? I don't know. Not yet. Not yet. Wait till he. I mean, I would do like a short term deal, like a 2 year deal for maybe 25 million. And then if he balls out the next 2 years, then you can
no,
give him. I
no,
don't know, man. 50
no.
million.
If
That's a.
you if you got to think about where the market is today, man. Like that's why I keep. I mean, when it
It's a
comes
tough
to the
conversation.
It's not. It's based on the where the market is today and what he produced with the time that he's had as a quarterback. Now, if he's putting up 4,000 yards, what out over 30 touchdowns, um, and you get a what? What were we 9-8?
Yeah.
You get a 9-8 team to a divisional round and almost have a chance to beating a team that played in the Super Bowl. You kind of got some leverage, man. You kind of got some leverage because remember the expectations of him coming into the season wasn't this high. It wasn't
No.
high. It wasn't divisional round
Yeah.
expectations. It wasn't. And Jordan Love exceeded all of that. You know what I mean? So 50. See, well, this next upcoming season, he's only gonna make 12 million. He's only gonna
Yeah.
make 12 million. So every extending him, everything could be, and then we don't know how they're gonna dress up the contract. I mean, if they do his contract like the Falcons did Kirk Cousins, then I'll be like, hey, hell no, that is way too much money to be giving this man because Kirk Cousins, I think this year coming up, he's making 45. And then the next year after that, he's making 100 million. And then the year
Mm,
after that, he's making 90 million.
mm,
Kirk Cousins. That's how
yeah.
his contract is put together. As far as Jordan Love, this season coming up, he's only going to count around 12.5 million against the cap. Um, he'll probably get a big time extension or a big time bonus or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe I'm trying to see how much did they give Daniel Jones?
Think 40 million.
His will probably be around 47, $48 million signing bonus. Um, and then we don't know how they're going to load the contract after the season. It might be 40 something million. Then the next season it might bump up to around 52. But no matter how much money they give him, he's going to have to restructure. Just like we seen from Pat Mahomes. He had to restructure. It's
Hmm.
already going to be put in his contract. Year 2, year 3 of your contract. Let's come back to the table, see where you started from to where you are now, and let's
Hmm.
figure out a way to where we can restructure this contract to keep some players we like,
Hmm.
or use the money to fill a void somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know.
I
Like
think
you
it
said,
might be about
it's.
right. I think the contract might be about right.
I mean, it's just speculation right now, but if it
But see,
is
you
for,
got to think about it. You got to
yeah,
think about it. What was we paying Aaron Rodgers? We was paying Aaron Rodgers for what he did,
yeah,
not for what he's going to do. That's
yeah.
what we're doing with Jordan Love. We're paying him for what he's going to do. Aaron, we paid Aaron for what he did.
Was that the
Aaron won a
bad?
Super Bowl like that. Aaron got an MVP like that. It was like, oh shit,
Is
we
that a
got to
bad
pay the.
thing? That we paid him for what he did?
Uh, no, because he still gave you a high level football play. He was
So,
very consistent. He stayed within the top 5, top 10 quarterback rankings. He always stayed as an MVP quarterback. He never went below that until like,
and he played every game most of the time. Never while playing hurt too. While he was banged up, he still
yeah,
played.
still getting
Yeah,
to the playoffs, getting to NFC championship games, getting deep
yeah.
into the playoffs, making those runs when the team was, like
Was bad.
run the table. We forget that. I think we could run the table. Everybody forget
That was him all. That was all him.
that's
Uh,
that's that's that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
yeah, we had to keep paying Aaron Rodgers the type of money we were paying him because he kept giving us high level football play. He was always one of the top quarterbacks. He brought in revenue. He sold out stadiums. People wanted
So
to come
so
see
it's like
him.
I do good for you now. Now you do good for me.
Um, you talking about with Jordan Love?
No, I'm talking about what Rogers used to do. Like I gave you so it's like I gave you something good. Now you give me something good. So it's like a business. Like it's like
Well, not necessarily. It's just that when you win, like football is like Jordan Love said, man, this is the performance business. And if you're not performing at a high level, you're not gonna get paid. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You look at Kirk Cousins. Everybody keep, damn, how did he get that big time contract? Because he's going to throw for 4,000 yards and he's
Mm-hmm.
going to give you 25 plus touchdowns every year. And
Mm-hmm.
he's been doing it consistently. And no other quarterback in the league that plays at his level has been doing that
Mm-hmm.
consistently. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think the next closest person to that is probably Josh Allen, who's
Yeah.
been consistently throwing for 4,000 yards and throwing for over 35 touchdowns a season. What he's been playing for 5 years so far, Josh Allen.
Yeah. 5 or 6. I think this is.
Yeah,
I
so
think he's going to the 6 year.
he's been consistent the whole time.
So,
Um,
when Rogers was winning 4 MVPs, then that's why you had to pay him that big contract.
well, not only that, it's because he's still playing at a high level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's because he not winning fucking Super Bowls. He's still being an all pro, still a pro ball quarterback,
Yeah.
still winning MVPs, still
Mm-hmm.
having a high passer rating,
Mm-hmm.
still best interception to touchdown ratio in the league. You know, it's all
Mm-hmm.
those things that add up to where you just like, he gives us the best chance to win. So we got to pay him like that.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. You got to pay the man because he's
And
playing,
and then
playing
Jordan
at a top
Love.
level.
So he paying Jordan Love what he did last year, then, right? Because you said that
No,
so we paying what he did last year.
no. We're not paying Jordan Love for last year. We're paying Jordan Love for what he can do.
So what he can
Like,
do. So in the
yeah,
future, okay.
yeah. Basically, getting this big contract out of the way is going to
Hmm.
save save the Green Bay Packers a lot of money going into the next 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
You
think
you
it
look at
matters how big of a contract Love gets as long as he's the next great QB. Help us get us another Super Bowl. I'm cool. Yeah.
exactly. That's basically what it is. The Green Bay Packers are stepping ahead of the game. Like, okay,
Yeah.
look, let's just get a contract. We already know that the money is going to keep getting. It's going to keep getting pushed through the roof. They're going to keep pushing the money up for quarterbacks. Like, uh, uh, look at the money. Like I said, look at the money. Look at the money Kirk Cousins going to make next year. $100 million.
Yeah.
And we come and Packer fans complaining about 50 when the market is already at 50. It's already there.
Yeah, I think Dak's gonna get another one, right? Another contract extension.
Well,
Yes.
they don't technically have to give Dak a contract extension until after this last season, but
Yeah.
they will have to pay Dak. I mean, Dak already restructured a little bit of his contract, saving the Cowboys around $4 million, but
Yeah.
he's still probably going to count around maybe 60, $61 million against the cap that he'll have to get paid. Or
Yeah.
the Cowboys can come with a 5-year deal where they can extend Dak, which will probably knock down his cap number for this year coming into this year lower, and they could
Yeah.
spread the money out, later on down the line within those 5 years. But you never know;
Yeah.
those 2 last years on his contract might be void years. You know what I'm saying? Where he just
Hmm.
basically he'll be playing for free if he's still gonna be playing. But
Hmm.
that's the Cowboys issue. Uh, um, One of the just to move on, the NFL is banning the hip tackle.
Mm.
Um, the NFL feels that the hip tackle is uh, dangerous. This is a dangerous tackle. A lot of players have gotten hurt. A lot of players across the league, some out of the league, some in the league, are not happy about this rule change. They feel that it's going to make it harder on the defenses to tackle players. But you know, it's the reason why they have the tackle drill. It's the reason why they have the guys come out to every organization every year to help them uh, work on tackling techniques. You know what I'm saying? So I get it in the heat of the moment of the game. You know, some things are just not going to go as planned as, oh, let me try to get this technique down to tackling the guy. It's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? What if the player that you're trying to tackle lowers his head lower than you, and next thing you know, both the crown of y'all heads hit together, and y'all both unconscious? Or what if that's the only way he can prevent a running back or a receiver from scoring a touchdown if he has to use the hip tackle maneuver, which is possibly going to cost you. Oh my God, I can't believe this BS in the NBA. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's just going to be a 15-yard penalty, man. If you hip tackle somebody, and I think if you do it more than a few times, you might get kicked out of the game or possibly fined. They want to, I guess, keep the game safe. Uh,
Mm.
I don't know how you do that. You know, when you got guys running into each other for a living. Um, yeah, TR, yeah, exactly. What's next? The karate chop. Like it's just it's just,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I guess they want to I guess they want a high scoring I can't believe they're about to let the Rockets into the damn play into the playoffs.
The SNL, the SNL, Soft National Football
Yeah, that's
League.
what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
we
what it
should
is.
start calling it. Take some
That's
stickers
exactly
off
what
your
it
hat. I don't got no stickers on my hat.
is.
I don't know what you are trying
uh
to. Big Nate, Mike, got get them eyes rechecked, my man. I don't see no stickers.
no, he ain't
It's
got
no
no.
stickers. It's just the
No.
G. Just the
uh
G, baby.
y'all think the Packers overpaid McKinney? Um no, I think McKinney's contract is kind of like what the Packers are going to do with Jordan Love. Pay him now, get his contract out the way. That way, later on down the line, he's going to have to see. That's another guy that's going to have to restructure after 2 years. After
Yeah,
2 years, Packers going to be like, "Hey, man, we got to restructure. We got to restructure." You know what I'm saying? Even
yeah.
though, and I think he's probably out of all the DBs, he's probably like maybe the eighth or ninth or 10th highest paid DB in the league.
Mm,
Xavier McKinney. I think Jair is one or two. Jair might be one or two, maybe three
yeah.
on that list. But uh yeah, the
Do
Packers.
you think the Josh? I people thought the Josh Jacobs was a overpay.
No. Josh Jacobs is right where he need to be at. Um, his first year of his contract, it's like 14 and a half. You know what I'm saying? 14 and a half million if he reaches all his incentives. If he don't reach all of his incentives, it's just base 12 and a half.
Mm,
$12.5 million. Plus, I see Josh Jacobs catching the ball out of the backfield more this upcoming season. You know, I think it's going to be yeah, 4 years, 48 million. Yeah, that's about this. That's the same thing we gave Aaron Jones.
yeah,
It's just that we Aaron Jones got caught up in the uh trying to think what he got caught up in. Yeah, being injured. I think if he wasn't injured, I think the Packers would have let Aaron Jones play out his contract if he wouldn't have been injured. But like I said, man, we've seen you do this to the Cowboys. We've seen you run through the Chicago Bears. But when it comes down to playing the 49ers and trying to go deeper into the playoffs, where we need you the most, you just can't. You're not helping us get the job done. You fumbling the ball. Um, you're just doing a lot of uncharacteristic stuff that we talked about earlier on the pod. Um,
Yeah.
but but yeah, Josh Jacobs, I think he deserves what he's getting paid. We got a body of work from him. He's a three down back. Uh, we're gonna have to rely on him this year. We don't know how shaky the first year is gonna be with Josh Jacobs in the backfield. But for the most part, younger body, probably the oldest player on the offense now that Bakhtiari is gone. I think Josh Jacobs is 26. And then not only that, we could walk away from Josh Jacobs after this first year. He got an
Yeah.
option in his contract where we could walk away from Josh Jacobs anytime we want, and nothing will happen to us in the cap.
Mm,
Nothing happened to the salary cap. Whatever
yeah.
he makes is what he takes. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So that's the magic of Goop really paying attention to guys earning their money, earning their keep. I think Goot has figured out a way to Russ Ball. I think they both have figured out a way to uh, structure these contracts to where it has to be performance based, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's how Jordan Love's contract is going to be. I don't necessarily think his contract is going to be like a Josh Jacobs where they could just get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going. Uh, I think that Jordan Love is going to really lock in to this contract, and just from his demeanor, if he doesn't do things on the field that honors the contract, I think he'll be willing to accept whatever they want to take away from him out of the contract.
Mm,
Because they lose money in these contracts if they don't perform at a high level. Just because they say, "Oh, he making this much money," I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins, uh, if he don't get the Falcons to an NFC Championship game, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to lose around maybe probably lose a couple of $1 million out of that contract he signed, out of that 180 million. So they don't
yeah.
necessarily and well his is probably fully guaranteed. So Kirk gonna get all his money. Kirk gonna get
Mm,
all his money. But guys like Kyler Murray and who else got a big time contract?
um.
Who else got a big time contract? Oh, Daniel Jones, guys like
Yeah.
that got it. They lose money and they losing money on their contracts because they're not performing at a high level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, I'm not worried about Jordan Love's contract. I think they'll figure out a way to where it's agreeable on both ends, on both sides of the negotiations. I think that uh, it'll be a well deserved contract that Jordan
Mhm.
Love will try to live up to. I think he's going to try to
Mhm.
live up to the contract. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
That's
You,
good.
you got anything else you want to mention? What's your
No.
take on? Well, let me see. We got some questions in the chat.
Um,
Big Nate, what's y'all take on Watson? Will he finally have a good season or re-injure his hamstring? I don't know, man. That's a tough question, man. Injuries are tricky. Health is
yeah.
a health is
I mean,
health is weird, man. Health is very
football
very
is about
no.
new. Is about new nutrition, man. Like football is all about nutrition. It's about getting through the full 17 games. It's about keeping your body upright.
Yeah.
So this is a violent well, I wouldn't say it's violent, but this is a ticky tack contact sport. You know what I mean? You never know what can happen with injuries. I
I mean,
mean,
we seen Jordy Nelson have a non-contact injury in a preseason game.
or that defensive guy from the Niners in the Super Bowl, or when he ran out to the field and popped his Achilles.
Yeah, yeah,
You
like
know what I
just
mean? Like.
Yeah,
You know,
injuries is just, it's just weird.
Rogers went out in 4 plays to Achilles injury, just
Yeah,
like
then it's
that.
Achilles snap.
You
You
know what I
just
mean? Like you never know, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say, I'm not wishing no injury, but I won't be shocked if, I don't know, like, if Jordan Love has bad luck with something. You know what I mean? Like,
I
you
mean,
know what I mean? I'm just saying that because we don't know. Like, Patrick Mahomes could have a season-ending injury.
I'm
Knock
knocking
on
on
wood.
wood.
Uh,
Don't nobody listen to BMac about what he said about Jordan Love.
No,
I'm
I'm
knocking on
no, I
wood.
don't want no. I'm not saying because I want to have it. I'm just saying that because it's like you can't predict nothing these days. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
Patrick
true.
Mahomes might have a season and an injury. You know what I mean? Like, and like you can't predict injuries, man. Like
Yeah,
like the ones who don't get injured, and the ones who barely get injured. I mean, look at Tua. Tua barely can stay healthy, and Tua lasted all 17 games.
yeah, that's true. He did.
So you just never know. Just gotta, like you said, knock on wood, hope for the best. You know what I mean? Pray for the best, and just pray that these guys can get through healthy their season. And as far as for Christian Watson, I mean, no, Christian Watson, if he keeps acting up with his injuries, man, like, we have to say he's injury prone. You know what I mean? Just have to say it.
And I know higher point of view keeps saying he's seeing the best hamstring doctor in Wisconsin. Okay. Okay. I hear you. I hope he is. I hope he is seeing the best hamstring doctor in Wisconsin. But you never know, man. You just don't know mentally how these injuries will affect these players, because if he's thinking about his hamstring all the time, he might not perform well on the field because he's thinking about re-aggravating that hamstring. He might not go full speed, and it might cost, you know, Jordan Love throwing an interception because
Yeah.
CW is
Yeah,
having
like, it
mental
can mess with you.
mental issues with his
So,
hamstring. Like, oh,
yeah,
my
like,
hamstring.
it can mess with your psyche too. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
So
injuries, not just physically, it can mess you up mentally as well.
right, right.
Because then you thinking about it. Oh well, if I jump up and grab this ball, if I land on something, what's gonna happen? You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
you just
You know
never know,
what I'm saying?
man. You
Yeah.
know, you just never know.
Uh,
Tom Brady got hurt and missed a full year in '08, so you just don't know.
are the accountants now the most important front office people in the NFL? To a certain extent, I wouldn't say they the most important, but when you talking money, hey, hey, when you giving these guys millions and millions of dollars, and you negotiating these deals, and you got to sit down at a table, and the agent is speaking for you, and you know what I'm saying, you letting the agent know what you want out of the contract, and you got to meet some type of middle ground. um yeah, I wouldn't say they're the most important, but they are important, because the money is what makes the players show up and play football. The money is what's going to have them out there every Sunday, to perform at a high level. So I wouldn't say they're the most important, but they are important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh, you look at Patrick Mahomes, all of the big time check he got, and next thing you know, he's got 3 Super Bowl rings to show for it, to say that he
yeah.
lived up to the end. He lived up to the standards of that contract.
Mhm.
Tr he said, forget nutrition, more steroids. Hey, hey, I wish these football players could take steroids. Like I said, I want to see a running back with a muscle popping out the side of his neck trying to score a touchdown for me. For me.
Hey, I mean, we did have quarterbacks that took pills, and that made them play better. Like, Favre took painkillers. I think when his MVP years, right? I think Favre took painkillers when he was winning MVPs. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. That was the back end of his career. Maybe that was I think that was the prime of his career, and he that helped him out. Seems like,
But that's painkillers. That's not steroids.
you know.
even though steroids, the steroids that they are taking is supposed to help you recover faster. Um,
You remember in that Bears game when Rodgers got hurt, and then he came back and won the game, like he injured his
yeah,
knee, and
yeah,
then
he
he
said
went to
that.
the locker room,
Yeah,
and
he
then
said they shot his knee up. He said they shot his
yeah,
knee up.
yeah, I think they said he took something that, but I guess it made him high, it's like something like that, like
No, he took a painkiller.
like perks,
Yeah, he took
something
a
like
perk.
that.
Yeah, he took something to
Yeah,
just numb the pain up. You know what I'm
because
saying?
it
Take
seems
the
like when
pain.
players like seems like they take something that makes them like because of the adrenaline, kind of helps the adrenaline. You know what I mean? And it makes you play better through the pain. And but then the next day it starts to hurt again. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
yeah. So but no, man. I mean, hopefully, we don't need to cheat in sports. You know me. I don't like cheating. So and taking steroids is it's cheating. You know what I mean? So nah, man. This hopefully we have a with our training staff, man. Hopefully our training staff can manage these guys properly
Yeah.
and manage the injuries more good and all that stuff. So I know we used to lead the league in injuries, but I think the injury rate is going up too.
Uh, yeah, because it was 77 different quarterbacks that played last year that got a
Yeah,
chance to play.
yeah,
77 different quarterbacks. I think 66 different starting quarterbacks.
yeah,
So
yeah. Joe Barrow got hurt. Kirk Cousins with his Achilles, and you know, um, yeah, man.
Aaron,
So
Anthony Richardson,
yeah,
who else got hurt? It was quite a few quarterbacks that got banged up. Um,
Trevor Lawrence got banged up at the end of the year.
yeah, Derek Carr got banged up a lot last season.
Yeah,
Missed a few games. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. But
So
shit, man, that's gonna do it for this installation of MTC moving with the chains, moving the chains with BMac and KHTV. Um, Shout out to TR, Big Nate, and welcome to the channel. Pack is back. I had to change the.
oh, I want to shout out. I want to make a shout out, a personal shout out too.
Oh,
I
go
want,
ahead.
I want. Oh, first of all, um, shout out to Pax what she said. Uh, Pax what Pax what she said. Right? What's the they call?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Yeah, I just want to shout at them for y'all are the real females that keep the up and running. You know, I would recommend for every Packer fan to go out and watch they channel, check out their channel, and stay away from the bullshit that Nagler and Corey Banky does because it's nothing but grapes and bubblegum
Oh,
machines.
I wanted to act. Did you read that on Cheesehead TV on Corey's Corner
Yeah, yeah. I
about
think
Aaron Jones?
Yeah, well, yeah, that he ranted and
Oh
he thought
my
that the
god.
Packers made a big mistake letting him go. Like you didn't do
He
this for
got
the
so much bad feedback from that article, man.
yeah. Yeah, like you didn't do this for the rest of the Packers that we let go. You didn't clear for them, but Jones left. I mean, I was upset too, but I didn't go that far to the extreme.
I
Like, oh,
mean
how did
the
the Packers do this? You let go the one, oh the Packers.
man, I mean the man literally got a 1 year deal for $7 million. And we writing garbage ass articles about an unavailable player going to the Vikings on a 1 year deal for $7 million.
I don't know, man. His fan base don't make no sense to me sometimes. But I mean, look, and Corey Binky, I thought he was way better than that. And
No, it
obviously,
wasn't Corey Banky didn't write that. It was another dude
right?
named it was another dude named think his name was Corey Jenner or something like that. I think
Oh,
Corey, I think Corey let him write the article and put it on Corey's corner. Corey Banky didn't write that. It was I made sure I researched.
oh.
I was like, I know he didn't write this. And
I
when I
think I know
seen
what
the
you're talking
guy,
about because I seen it because I seen it on Cheesehead TV. His name pop up, and he writes the article. Oh, okay, yeah,
yeah,
him. I don't know too much about, but yeah, man.
yeah, I did some research on the guy. He's like one of those bitter Packer fans, mad that Aaron Rodgers left, not really a believer in Jordan Love, really. Um, uh, he really went in on the whole Bakhtiari situation. What else did he? Yeah, he just one of those dudes that like to
Is he old?
he probably
Like
he probably in his late
60s,
30s, mid
70s?
30s. No, he's not old. He's like in his mid 30s, late 30s. He looked like that, like he in his mid to late 30s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, well, is he a fan or he just a guy that writes for the Packers?
He's a fan, but he's just one of those guys that
Because
don't
it
like to
seems
see,
like,
just not happy with some of the changes that the Green Bay Packers have made.
oh,
You know,
yeah. Yeah, what I mean, look, it's a business at the end of the day, man. Like, what
yeah,
you expect? I mean, you can't keep everybody for ever. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
So
real.
I don't know, man. Like I said, man, we got some obnoxious, uneducated people out there, But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
but still, F Cheesehead TV still. I mean, I just,
I don't have nothing against nobody, man. you know,
but
I'm
tune
all
in to Packers what she said, because again, again, those are the real females that represent the pack. They know they shit, so tune in to them.
I'll check them. I know their channel. I just haven't really paid too much attention
Yeah,
to what they've been saying. I mean, I don't know. I have to work, and I'm
yeah,
not trying to be mean. Respectfully, I have to work myself up to. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just check out Pack what she said. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start nothing. Check out the young ladies and hear
yeah,
their opinions and perspectives on Green Bay Packer football. I'm
yeah,
I'm for I'm for anybody that's pushing the Packers. Anybody that's on these social media sites pushing the Packers. Much respect to y'all. And with that being said, man, thank y'all once again for tuning in to another installation of Moving the Chains with BMac and KHTV. We will be back maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday. I know Sunday is Easter, right?
yeah. Issa, my birthday's and is Wednesday. So
Oh, this upcoming Wednesday.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, well then, hey, if y'all watch this, man, hit BMac with a happy birthday in the comments, man. If y'all catch this live
yeah.
on a replay.
The big 3-0. So
You turning 30. Oh, you
yeah,
turning 30. Oh, you still
yeah.
young, man.
Nah,
Man,
man,
you
I'm getting
still
up there, man.
young. You
I'm
are
getting up
still
there.
young. Man,
Yeah.
I wish I was 30. Nah, I wish I was 30. When I was 30, I was doing a lot of reckless shit. I'm happy I'm where I'm at now.
No. What are you? 41. I mean, that's
No, I'm
still young
for
in life.
no, I just turned 42.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. Not
Hey,
bad.
hey, you right. It ain't. It ain't,
You
man.
know,
Being 42 is a blessing, man.
like I said, wait till you get to 69, 70, then you might. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's when I ain't gonna be trying to be doing too much. But
as long as you got two legs and you can still walk on them, not worry about.
yeah, that's what's up.
So
Uh be on the lookout for my video on the my reaction video to the Jordan Love and Pivot podcast
yeah, I'm
interview.
gonna check that out.
Uh, I'll be dropping that probably tomorrow or Wednesday once I get all of the editing done. So be looking out for that. But yeah, man, we're gonna shut it down. We thank y'all for stopping by, man. Remember to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, man, to the Pack is Back, man. And we'll holler at y'all next week, either Sunday or Monday, man. I'll get in contact with BMac this week and we'll figure something out. But yeah, man, we out of here, man.